I'm Lorna Ive and I'm a member of the Visible Start, the first cohort, and it was a great experience. I'm a social media strategist, I'm 50 and I've got 4 grown-up children and I'm a fairy pug mother to 3 pugs. I left school at 16, I went straight into my first job. I worked for a fund manager. I should have stayed with that job really. I should have really stuck with that job because they loved me in that role, and I think if I'd stayed there I would have worked my way. I probably would have quite a good career, but I stupidly did the whole grass is greener thing and went to banks and stockbrokers, and I worked on the life trading floor. I was a runner on the futures market. And then I got married and had my children. I had my daughter at 24, my eldest daughter, and then I had my second daughter when I was 25, and then I had my boys in my 30s. My son when I was 30 and my youngest son when I was about 34. Yeah, I was a busy mum with 4 children. I had 4 kids in 4 schools and that was the crazy time. But I was incredibly organised. I just remember coming home, dropping my youngest off to playgroup, and I used to get home by about 9:15, then I'd be back again, and then I used to be back out again at 11:30. Going to pick him up, but in those solid 2 hours I had to get the washing done, housework done, this done and plan, and so yeah, that was crazy times. So I look back on those times. I loved it. I was lucky. I was fortunate to be at home with the children, and I'd like to think I was quite a good little mum really. I was quite organised and on the ball, and I helped them all with their 11 plus. I loved doing the 11 plus with the kids. I retrained as a teaching assistant. I worked in schools, primary school children, and I worked with special needs children, offering one-to-one, and I loved that role. That was nice. It was really rewarding. But then there came a time I was a bit poorly with my health. I had early menopause, adenomyosis, and then I had to take some time off work because of my health. And I realised I didn't want to work with children anymore because I've informed myself. Also, I went to a mum's returning to workshop, coffee morning, and everybody was talking about digital media, and I'd missed all of that because where I'd been at home with the children, the digital world had really snowballed, and I'd missed all that. So I knew I needed to upskill. So I trained with digital mums and I became a social media strategist. And I loved it. It's the best decision I made. I built my award-winning campaign, perimenopause.com, about menopause. Yeah, and it's pushed me out of my comfort zone. And I built 2 businesses. I freelance and I run the menopause business. But yeah, so that's my 40s really. I've sort of grasped technology and learning really, I would say, in my 40s. Yeah. I wasn't really looking forward to my 50s at all. I was dreading it, if I'm being honest. It always seems so old. I'm hoping my health's going to be in a better place. I'm looking forward to that really. I feel like last year I gave myself the gift of health, looking after myself. And just really, after taking part in the Visible Start, I really want to, get my career, for me now, it's my time for me, and I want to rebuild my career. I took part in the first ever Miss Great Britain finals just before the pandemic, and I absolutely loved it. It was brilliant. I was completely out of my zone, never done anything like that before. I really thought it was going to be mean girls and cliquey, and it wasn't like that at all. It was really empowering, and I did the catwalk in a swimsuit. Because I'm short, I had to be number 3. So I was always one of the first people to come out. I trained as a gymnast. I got to professional level. Behind stage, it all just came back to me, like coming back out, doing my competitions, like knowing what to do, how you hold yourself and keep your chin up and look straight ahead. And so I was quite thankful for that really, that I'd had that in my childhood to fall on, and a time when I needed it, straight down the catwalk in my swimsuit. But I loved it so much, I applied again and I took part this last year. I'm quite proud of it really, because I had quite big surgery. I didn't think I was going to be able to do it. But I did. I managed to push myself and I got up on the stage and I'd done it again in my swimsuit. And I won the runner-up title award for the Miss Great Britain Classic. So yeah, so I'm proud of that. Also, I'm a classic model for a model agency that I've signed up with. And yeah, I'm just trying different avenues really in my 50s. I'm just seeing giving it my best. I definitely feel more confident now. And like I say, pushing myself out of the comfort zone. I've realised that's a valuable tool, I think, as you're growing older. Because I think you can get very stuck in your ways of not trying to push yourself, or, oh, I won't do that, I won't do that. But I think you've got to. I think it helps you, because once you do it, you think, oh, I can do that now, and it's so easy. Whereas I think fear can put you off of it, and I quite enjoy it. I quite enjoy that feeling of trying something different, and then what you gain from it, and that feeling of the pressure of having to do this, having to do this, having to do that. I feel like I'm growing up a little bit more now, and I can actually sit back and say, no, actually, I don't want to do that. I'm not 18 anymore. I can't do that anymore. But yeah, I definitely feel more confident. I'm not afraid to speak up now as well. I took part in a pitching process for MC Saatchi, and I had to present. I had to do all the pitching, and I had to take the questions as well. And I can't believe I did it. But I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have done that in my 30s. Definitely not. I've loved every minute of it. It came at the right moment for me. Like I say, I had a big year for my health really last year, and running my businesses during the pandemic. I did it. I won 2 awards. But I just felt like I needed something else. So it really came at the right time for me. It really came at a great crossroads. It helped me realise what skills I had to offer. I didn't realise that my early career would be quite important. I'd completely written that off. I didn't think that would be anywhere with today's technology and skills, but that's been quite interesting. I've loved all what we've learned. I thought the content was brilliant. I loved all the people in the group, really lovely group of women. And Jane's just a legend. I'm so pleased that I've met Jane at last.
Visible.